Hey y'all, it's Angeli. I'm going to do a video on how I make a very efficient but quick face mask that looks like this. It's got a built-in filter, it's got the nose piece, it's got the uh, flexible nose piece there, and it opens up and covers your face. It also has elastic ties on there. And this is the back, and you can tell the back because you can see the stitching of the filter. I don't know how well you can see that, but I've also added red on the back side over here on the white. This is why I'm doing the white here, so people can tell which side is front and which side is the back. So if you see the red seam here, this side goes toward your face, and the pretty side is facing out. This is what everybody else will see. Okay, so let's get started. I'll be right back. Okay, so you're going to need a square of olefin fiber or fabric. This is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. It covers the mouth. I won't use this. Actually, I will, because I'm going to use this one for one of my own. But if you see how this covers your entire face, right? So I'm going to put this one aside over here. And since I'm making the mask for me, I'm not having to wear a mask while I'm making my own mask. And I do sanitize everything. So this is how to make a really efficient face mask with a built-in filter in about 15 minutes flat. Okay, so now I've already folded this over, and if you're using printed material, you want to have this side, the upside here, the right side, you're going to make your fold at the bottom of that because it will be upside down if you don't. So you make your fold, and I'm using these ties that I get from my organic produce. They work really good. So the wire that goes in the top, we're going to situate that in the center. Fold that over. I'm going to put this down a little bit more so you can see better. We will put on the pins to hold this in place. And once I get this done, I'm going to stop talking and I'll do a voice over so that you can see exactly how fast this goes. Okay? Okay, so I have on a top stitch foot for my machine, and it helps me to get really accurate. And what I'm doing now is I am encasing the wire piece that I placed in the flap. So you just kind of want to make like a long rectangle and go around that and seal that in so that it doesn't shift from side to side. Next, what I'm doing is I'm pinning that flap up against the wire piece, and that will keep it out of the way so that you can sew in your olefin fabric. Now you'll want to place that on, this is the inside, this goes towards your mouth, or your face, and you want to center that and line it up with that line that you have up at that seam that is underneath your wire piece. Now we're just going to do a top stitch as close to the edge as you possibly can. You do not want to stick pins in this because this material is water resistant, and if you put a pin in it, it's going to open it up and let water flow through. And the whole idea is to have something that doesn't allow water droplets to come through to your mouth, nose, or your eyes. And technically you should be wearing glasses when you have your mask on for the best protection. So we're just sewing around the edge here, just about less than 1/4 inch of a seam. Go all around the 4 edges there. Always remember to back stitch and lock up your thread there. Lock it in place. Okay, now we have that. Take the pin out, and we're going to fold that wire piece under, and then we're going to flip it backwards, and we're going to align the 2 edges together, and we'll sew a 1/4 inch seam across the top there. Always remember to back stitch so you can lock your thread in place. Now we're going to turn our work inside out as soon as I get the threads cut. We'll turn it inside out and flatten that out, straighten everything out. And we're going to take that over to the iron and give it a quick press on the top edge and the bottom edge. Do not iron the center now because you have your olefin fabric and you will melt it. It is meltable. It's washable, but it will melt if you put an iron on it. Okay, now you can see where we have the liner, and then there's the pretty side for the front. Now turn it over, and the good side is where you want to make your pleats. And you want this to measure out to be about 3 to 3.5 inches wide. This is so that you can have enough room to put your flaps on, which will be next. And if you notice, I'm putting the pins in backwards away from the edge. That is because I like keeping my needles intact on my machine, and this makes it easier. Also, you want to pay attention when you're going through the back side. You'll see where the seam is for the filter. Put your needle on the outside of that. Now here's the pieces that go around the edges, and you want to put them across the front side of the mask, the pretty side, not the back side, but put them on the front side of your mask. Center those, and we're going to fold the flaps around, and we're going to pin those in place. Do this for both sides. We're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam across the top on each side. Always remember to get that back stitch in so you can lock your thread in place. You might want to go slow across the pleated edges to keep your needle happy. And pay attention, sometimes those pleats can get folded over the wrong way, and you'll have to lift up your foot and readjust them. make sure that everything goes smoothly and according to plan. Alright, remove all your pins, cut any loose threads, and we're going to flip those edges over. And now they make a nice little encasement, which is where you're going to put your elastic. Now take that over to your ironing board and iron those. Press them flat. So you've got a nice flat edge there. Now take your elastic string, and it should be about 10.5 inches long. And this ensures that if someone has a larger face, there's plenty of room. They can adjust the knot, or they can make it smaller or larger. So it's adjustable for anyone. We're going to fold the flap over once, lay the elastic on that fold, and then fold again just below the seam that you just put in there to put the flaps in place. Pin those in place. And do the same for both sides. And now you should have a little lip. If you can see what I'm pointing at, there's a little overhang there on one side. You want that. This kind of ensures that you're getting both sides sewn together properly. Now do the same for the other side. Fold the flap over once, place your elastic, fold it over just below the seam, pin it in place. Next, we're going to sew where the white meets the red. Remove the pins and complete the other side. Now we're going to tie the strings together, the elastic. Just make like a slip knot there. And then we'll fold the knot inward, and we're going to slip it through the encasement and pull it through so that it is hidden. Makes your work look nice and neat. I'll do that to the other side. Tie a knot. Pull it through your encasing. And there is your fully completed mask with a built-in filter that's washable and reusable in less than 15 minutes. Okay, so there's your 15-minute or less face mask made out of fabric and olefin filter. This material is water repellent. I have tested it personally, and I made a cup out of it, out of the mask, and I poured water in and nothing came through. So I am pleased with that result. I still cannot make any claims because I don't know what size the particle is of any virus that can probably get through something, but I do know that the mask is waterproof. At least the filter part is waterproof, and it's a big help. It may not be the best protective measure, but it is a protective measure that I feel confident in, and I feel safe with it. And it is reusable. You can wash it. I've tested it even after washing the filter, and it's still water repellent. It's the same material that you see in some of those bags that feel like cloth, but they're not, that you get the reusable shopping bags, the cheaper ones. It's that kind of material. So if you ever want to get it, it's called Olefun, O-L-Y-F-U-N. And it's actually polypropylene is what the technical name of it is. All right, so if you have bought a mask from me, thank you for supporting small businesses, and enjoy your mask. And if you have not and you're using my video to teach yourself how to make one, hey, great, and enjoy. And I'm so glad that I could help. If I only help one person today, I have done what I meant to do today. All right, smile, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, see ya.